Hey, what's up you guys? So welcome. If it's your first time here on this channel, please do subscribe and press the little bell on the corner there so you know what's going on and can keep up with all my shenanigans. So my name is Zaid and today I'm going to talk to you about my latest Funko Pop haul. So for those of you who don't know, or like I said, are new to the channel, I was an avid let's try that again. I was an avid pop collector, and then due to some of the BS that was going on over here in my native South Africa, where people were speculating on pops and basically just doing some dumb crap with it, I gave it up for a while. And after attending a Guns N' Roses concert last year, I picked up a Slash pop, and then I decided that okay, what I was going to do with pops was just get those pops that stand out to me and in some way, shape or form represent something that resonates quite strongly with me in my life. So this weekend I was out at Cosmic Comics and I picked up 3 pops. So I got these. So it's Hellboy, Abe Sapien and Hercules. So very excited about these. Just going to start with the Hellboy ones very quickly. So Hellboy, right? So I'm a major Mike Mignola fan. The first time I came across Hellboy was in, I think it was my first year of varsity, so that would have been 2004, right? So I'm giving away my age now, right? So 2004, and it was in a copy of the then Wizard magazine. So there was this character, and I know it was a parody thing where they were like, okay, you know what, in a world full of censorship, Hellboy would be Hecklad, and I was just like, Hecklad, that's funny. And, you know, I just loved Mike Mignola's art style, you know, it's very distinctive. And some years later when the movie came out with Ron Perlman, I was just like blown away by the character. So got all the comics, read through them, but if you're being honest, I downloaded the digital versions and went through them and just loved the story. So with the new Hellboy movie coming out, there will be a a Hellboy movie pop. But I really like these ones over here. So in the movie Abe Sapien, this character over here, he is, the quintessential fishman, but such a deep character, such a nuanced character. I really enjoyed him. And then Hellboy, I mean, like, who doesn't love Hellboy, right? So yeah, I'm very glad to have gotten these two. This is the basic one. I know there are a series of variants. So I know the Chase one has, I think, the horns, and then there's another exclusive one with him in the suit and the tentacles from the, I think it's Ogre Jihad, which is one of the villains or one of the big bads in the comic. Those are there. So yeah, no, I'll possibly look again those at some point as well. But for now, and just to start out, very happy to have gotten these two here. There are quite a few other ones in the series. There's Liz Sherman, Lobster Johnson, Rasputin, and the Queen of Blood. I'm trying my level best not to be a completist anymore, so I don't see myself trying to get those ones. I mean, who knows, who knows. So yeah, so these are the Hellboy ones. And then, of course, there is the Disney's Hercules one. Now, let me tell you about Hercules, right? So who put the glad in Gladiator? Hercules! So I loved the movie Hercules, that Michael Bolton song, I've often dreamed of a faraway place where the hero's welcome will be waiting for me. Right Where I Belong, that's the name of the song. I had to go through the entire song to remember the name. So Right Where I Belong was such an amazing song. It actually got me started on Michael Bolton. And fun story, when I was in varsity again, I think for the last couple of years of my degree, every exam season I would play the best of Michael Bolton like almost the whole time, and now I mean I listen to this thing so often that if I have to hear any Michael Bolton song, like suddenly I will have a flashback to being in the library at like 2 o'clock in the morning and studying something or the other. So yeah, it was crazy. But anyway, coming back to Hercules. So when I was in high school, I think late primary school, early high school, somewhere around there. So the movie came out, and then there was the Disney cartoon, and I identified so strongly with the character of Hercules. Like somebody who, really couldn't, they were just trying his level best, but couldn't sort of like fit in really, Now it was kind of weird because like in primary school I was kind of a oddball kid. By the time I got to high school, it became slightly more popular because like my social, I was more conscious of social cues, I guess. Excuse me, social cues, he said, as he burped, So you'd excuse me, I had a bit of a heavy supper there, so just trying to react to it. Yeah, but anyway, so watching this cartoon and just like looking at Hercules' sort of like quest to fit in and for things to make sense and basically just cope with the angst of growing up and all of that stuff. I really just loved I loved that series. I loved that movie. Loved it. It was just amazing. So yeah, I'm happy to have gotten this pop. So yeah, this takes me back to a time. I must tell you, this is such a lame story, but I'll tell you anyway because confession is good for the soul. So at that point, like when I got to high school, I had a bit of a growth spurt. Now, if you've met me, I'm not all that tall, but you know, like I went from being like a munchkin to, you know, being like of at least average height. And I was tough, you know, like a Cornish hen. Like, okay, my God, that is the worst possible, the worst possible comparison. But nonetheless, you know, like a tough cookie. And I remember, like, you know, Hercules was always like accident prone, you know, and I was so accident prone in high school. So there was this girl that I was smitten with. I'm not going to mention her name because I don't want to get sued or anything like that. And yeah, so you know, like, and like this dumb shit would always happen when she was around. You know, I remember this one time, like this chalkboard fell on me. The entire thing like broke off and fell on me, and like, you know, I was just like trying my level best to be like, you know, solid. Another time, you know, like something happened and my shirt got torn, and then all this stuff was just happening in front of us. So like, just like how Hercules was like always finding himself in these awkward situations at the worst possible time, I sort of had that going on there. So yeah, that was kind of funny. But you know, like, I mean, I just love the characters. So yeah, I picked up these pops. You know, there's nothing too special about them. They aren't chase figures or super limited or anything like that. But you know, I do believe that pop collecting needs to be about more than just like, you know, like going and getting all of the chases and getting all of the vaulted ones, not just so you can flip them. You know, that more power to the people who do that, but I come on, guys. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, let me know. You know, let me know what you think. You know, do you have any memories about these characters? Do they resonate with you? What pops are you looking for? And how's your pop hunt going? What are your latest acquisitions? All of that stuff. And as is always the case, be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow, do all of that stuff. And I'll chat to you guys soon. Ciao.